Good Mayed and welcome back to Just a Minute, Just a Mishnais. This Mishnais Ele Nishmas, Fredele Basorcha, and the Schus of Eli Yitzchak Ben Gila, and their frost, Rabbi Sivish, Rabbi Shlemo. So Maseches Bava Kama, Parak Beis, Mishnah Alpha, Mishnah Beis, Kitzad Regel Moedes. So we said before that if the animal damages with its foot by regel even once, so there's a case where even if it damages even once, it will be mu'edes, it will become a mu'ad straight away, which we discussed yesterday. So how does it do it as it walks? So how does that work? In what case? Because it's normal for it's normal for the animal to walk, and it's normal for it to accidentally break things while it's walking. If it kicked it regularly, the animal is mu'edes straight away. But if the animal kicked the kalim, or if it had like a bell dangling from its neck and that bell broke something, so in those cases he pays chatzinezik, because in the first case where it kicks it, that's considered the tolda, like an offshoot kind of Karen, like a sub version of Karen. And there's a rule that the animal doesn't pay nezik shalem unless the animal did it itself with its body. But if it damaged through something else, so for example here through the bell, so then it doesn't have to. So then they only pay chatzi nezek. Darsa ala kli v'shibrato, if it stomped on the kli, on the vessel and broke it, v'nofal al kli v'shibra, or if it jumped onto a kli and broke it, al risha masham nezik shalem, v'al achar masham chatzi nezik. So we're talking about a case here where it jumped onto the kli and then there were a row of them and it had a domino effect on the whole chain. So on the first one he has to pay nezik shalem because it was migufay, it jumped onto the kli and it broke it. But the last one, because it happened as a reaction, as a result of what the animal did, he only pays half. We consider it regular for a chicken to walk around and break things in its way, and the first time it does it, it's considered the muad because it's regular for it to do that, and we assume it's going to do it again. If it has like a stone tied to its legs to keep it, I guess, weighed down, and that stone broke something because it went flying off. Or if it was like dancing around and that stone hit something and broke it, so Misham chatzi nezik, so he has to pay chatzi nezik, only has to pay half. Mishnah Beis Ketzad Hashem Mu'edes. So we said that a shein, if the animal bites with its tooth, so it's Mu'edes from the first time it does it. Lechos Arayla, because it's regular, because that's only a case where it eats what it would normally eat, so food. So it's normal for it, if it eats fruits or vegetables, so then it's considered Mu'edes, it's considered normal. But if it ate, let's say, clothing or vessels, Misham chatzi nezik, so he only has to pay half. But there's only talking about where it's in the nizak's rishus, it's in his property, the person who it's in the property of the person who was damaged, so it went into the person's property and damaged. But if it's in public property, then he doesn't have to pay at all. But if it was fruits and it had benefit from it, so the owner has to pay, because basically he doesn't have to pay for his animal to eat, so he has to pay for the food. How much does he have to pay for that? So if it was in the middle of the street and the animal ate, so he only has to pay for what the animal ate. But if it was on the side of the road, so let's say if it also broke the basket that the food was in, he also has to pay for the food. If it was at the opening of the entry to a shop, he only has to pay for what for the benefit, because in the case where he pays for benefits, basically because the owner was negligent. So you're basically saying, oh well, thank you for feeding my animal for me, basically, but I don't have to pay you for the damage. It's your fault that you left it there. But if it was inside the shop and the animal went into the shop and damaged and ate in there, so he also has to pay for everything which the animal damaged. And those are today's Mishnayos.